Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Slow English Conversations. My name is Alex, and I'm very happy that you are here with us today.
Hi, everyone. I'm Sarah. Thank you for joining us again. If this is your first time listening, welcome. Our goal is simple. We want to help you improve your English listening through calm and natural conversations.
Yes, exactly. We speak slowly and clearly so you can relax, listen carefully, and enjoy the conversation.
And if you enjoy this kind of content, please remember to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with a friend who is learning English too.
That really helps the channel grow, and it helps more people around the world practice English.
All right, Alex, are you ready for today's conversation?
I'm ready. Let's begin.
So, Alex, what is our topic today?
Today, we are talking about something many travelers experience: checking in to a hotel.
Ah, yes, that moment when you arrive in a new city after a long trip. Maybe you are tired, maybe you are excited, and you walk into the hotel lobby.
Exactly. Maybe you traveled for many hours, maybe your flight was delayed, and all you want is a comfortable room and a good night's sleep.
And sometimes that moment can feel a little stressful too, especially if you are traveling in another country and speaking English.
Yes, but today we will talk about that experience in a relaxed way, like two friends sharing stories about travel and hotels.
And maybe our listeners will remember their own travel experiences too.
Sarah, I actually remember the first time I checked into a hotel by myself in another country.
Oh, really? Where was that?
It was in Japan, in the city of Osaka. I was 26 years old at the time. I had just started my first real job, and I decided to travel alone for the first time.
That sounds exciting. Traveling alone can feel very adventurous.
Yes, it was exciting, but I was also a little nervous. When I arrived at the hotel, the lobby was beautiful. There were soft lights, a big wooden desk, and quiet music playing in the background.
That sounds very peaceful.
It was. A woman at the front desk smiled and asked for my name and my reservation. My name is Alex Martinez, by the way, and I'm from Canada.
Nice to meet you again, Alex Martinez from Canada. For our listeners who may not know, I'm Sarah Williams. I'm 31 years old, and I live in London, in the United Kingdom.
And Sarah, what kind of place do you live in? A house or an apartment?
I live in a small apartment in the center of the city. It's on the third floor of an old building. The apartment is not very big, but I like it because it has a large window and a small balcony where I keep plants.
Oh, that sounds lovely. What kind of plants do you have?
Mostly simple ones. I have a few small green plants, some herbs like mint and basil, and one tiny lemon tree that I am trying very hard to keep alive.
Trying to keep alive. That sounds like a story.
Yes, actually. One time I forgot to water it for almost 2 weeks because I was traveling. When I came home, the poor little tree looked very sad.
Did it survive?
Thankfully, yes. I gave it water, sunlight, and a lot of attention. Now it looks healthy again.
That reminds me of something funny that happened during a hotel stay.
Oh, really? What happened?
Well, one time I checked into a hotel in Italy. I arrived very late at night because my train was delayed. It was around midnight.
That must have been a long day.
Yes, I was very tired. When I finally entered my hotel room, I put my suitcase down, turned on the light, and suddenly I saw something unexpected.
Now I'm curious. What did you see?
A small cat was sleeping on the bed.
A cat in your hotel room?
Yes, apparently the hotel had a friendly cat that liked to explore the rooms when the doors were open during cleaning.
That is actually kind of adorable.
It was. The cat woke up, looked at me for a few seconds, and then slowly walked out of the room like it owned the place.
That sounds like a typical cat personality.
Do you like cats, Sarah?
Yes, I do. I actually have a pet cat named Oliver.
Oliver is a great name.
He's 4 years old, gray and white, and he spends most of the day sleeping on my couch.
Cats are very good at relaxing.
Yes, and sometimes I wish I had that skill.
Same here.
Alex, I'm curious. When you travel, do you prefer hotels or do you prefer other places like guest houses or apartments?
That's a good question. It depends on the trip. If I'm traveling for work, I usually stay in a hotel because it's easy and comfortable.
That makes sense.
But if I'm traveling for fun, I sometimes stay in small guest houses because they feel more personal.
I understand that. I once stayed in a tiny guest house in Spain. The owner lived downstairs with her family.
That sounds nice.
Every morning she cooked breakfast for the guests. Fresh bread, fruit, coffee, and sometimes homemade cake.
Homemade cake for breakfast sounds amazing.
It was wonderful. My favorite food is actually simple food like bread, cheese, and fruit.
I like that too. My favorite food is pasta. I could probably eat pasta every day.
What kind of pasta do you like most?
Spaghetti with tomato sauce and fresh herbs. Simple but delicious.
That sounds very Italian.
Maybe that's why I enjoy traveling in Italy so much.
Speaking of travel, I have a question for our listeners.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Have you ever stayed in a hotel in another country? And if you have, what was the experience like?
Maybe something surprising happened, like my cat story.
Or maybe you met interesting people.
Actually, meeting people is one of my favorite parts of travel.
Me too. Sometimes you meet someone in a hotel lobby and you start talking, and suddenly you're sharing stories about your life.
Yes, I once met a traveler from Brazil in a hotel elevator.
In an elevator? That's unexpected.
Yes, we started talking because the elevator stopped between floors for a few minutes.
Oh no.
It wasn't a serious problem, but we were stuck there for about 5 minutes.
That must have been awkward at first.
At first, it was quiet, but then we started talking about where we were from.
And what happened next?
Later that evening, we met again in the hotel restaurant and had dinner together.
That's actually a nice story.
Travel has a funny way of creating small friendships.
I agree. And hotels are interesting places because people from many countries stay in the same building for a short time.
Yes, it's like a small international community for a few days.
By the way, Alex, what kind of room do you usually choose when you check into a hotel?
If possible, I like a quiet room with a nice window and a comfortable chair where I can read.
You like reading while traveling.
Yes, my favorite hobby is reading novels when I have free time.
That sounds relaxing. What about you? What do you usually do in a hotel room?
Honestly, I like simple things. I like taking a long shower after traveling, drinking tea, and sometimes watching a movie.
That sounds like a perfect evening after a long trip. Well, Alex, today we talked about checking into a hotel and some of our travel experiences.
Yes, we talked about hotel rooms, travel stories, favorite foods, and even a mysterious hotel cat.
Travel can be full of small surprises, and those surprises often become our favorite memories.
We hope this conversation helped you relax and practice listening to natural English.
And remember, listening regularly is one of the best ways to improve your English.
Before we go, we have a question for you.
Yes, tell us in the comments, have you ever stayed in a hotel? And what was your experience like?
You can write your country, your favorite travel destination, or something interesting that happened during a trip.
We love reading your comments and learning about listeners from around the world.
If you enjoyed today's conversation, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who is learning English.
Thank you for listening today.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone. Stay safe and keep practicing.